Okay,
Yep.
and now I think we're ready to go
I
with
see
the
it now.
Tuesday night D&D. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. All right, back to tormenting everybody. So, Misfit finishes flying, what was it, about 10 minutes?
His owl form, it's an hour.
But how long was he flying for? I forget.
As long as they want, maybe all of lunch. Who knows?
They are currently on a plane, so we'll use that as a default. They are flying the entire time.
Okay.
Due to delays.
And where are we at on our beautifully drawn?
So if you watch out for all the pink nonsense, we are where the purple and pink arrows are pointing, halfway between Lenore and Florin.
Purple.
Underneath the central lake.
Okay, I see the.
Okay.
Trying to
What?
zoom
That
in.
looked like an angry evil Pac-Man.
Why so?
Bring back his Pac-Man.
This map's a mess.
All right. So, are you guys? Anyone doing anything special during lunch?
Reading
Not
and
really.
chilling out.
Nothing in particular.
So you guys can take a short rest and use any hit dice. I don't think anyone's hurt, if I recall.
Yep.
Nope. All right. As we get back on the road, who do I want to pick on? Oh, I forgot I have this on again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 people to pick from. I love this mod. Let's see. Oh, this interface changed. Wow. Just want a flat dice roll. No, let's see. Let's check. Skill. How do you do flat dice rolls in the new requested roll interface?
I have not done such yet. I think there's. Is it at the bottom? I'm trying to remember what the interface looks like now.
Hold on, maybe it's bigger.
Or in the maybe the middle. It's broken
there's
down like
another
into
tab.
sections you can open and close.
Let's see. Yeah, I have them all open. I know, I'm just missing it. Whatever. Serena, roll a D100.
I hate it when I don't have the GM side. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what it looks
45.
Okay. As you begin to proceed in, it begins to rain.
Again. Wow.
Yeah.
Really wet woods.
Yeah.
And who is driving?
That'd be Lou. I
Lou.
think Lou's the only one who has proficiency in land vehicles.
So that means Lou is sitting next to the bard.
Yes.
Yes.
Does the bard start melting in the rain?
He does not start melting in the rain.
Phew.
Never hurts to check, though. Never hurts to check.
Exactly.
All right, so you guys get back on the road
Mm-hmm.
and proceed forward. It's kind of slow. It's not super muddy, but just your general pace is a little bit slower than you'd probably like. How many hours do you want to push for? And is there anything you want to do during that time?
Nothing in particular concerning. She'll just be kind of watching out the window, listening to the rain.
I guess I probably would have gone into cart because now I feel things and I don't like it. So I'd probably try to start breaking out that numb book, the new one.
What stupid shit can I do while I'm...
You
Oh,
can
no,
push the
there's
bard
no
on the
stuff
cart.
you can do.
Hmm.
Oh, and I was gonna also mention to you, Dustin. You're not
Yeah.
streaming, I can whisper to you.
What
Ooh.
kind of?
How bad? Like, are you gonna make me make a con save to ignore it?
I think you would probably do that, yeah.
Okay, so make a con save.
Okay. So far, so good.
Ooh. Yeah, I
You know-
can't. Oh, good.
It's like present in your mind, but you're able to kind of like put it off for now.
Bodies are weird. What is it? I don't know. You expect me to actually check? No, of course not.
You saying that out loud, or is that a character?
That's a player kind of thing to Kalsto.
Yeah, I can't think of any way that won't cause physical harm to myself to play with magic.
You want to.
Yeah, I do.
You can't even cast dancing lights?
Nope. Oh, I only have. Let's see. The only non-combat spell I have is prestidigitation.
Well, can't you think of something fun to do with that? Isn't that just like illusion magic?
Mm-hmm.
You mess with the bard. Just put
No,
random
it's not.
illusions on the right.
Transmutation.
It's more utility. Makes
yeah.
minor changes to things,
Dirge
Oh.
is on the roof.
like
of
making them
Mist,
clean or dirty and taste different.
and Penelope's inside reading near Marius. 'Cause they're both in the book mode.
Yeah, my thought process is I want to play around with my ice magic and see if I can freeze the droplets kind of around me.
That can't possibly go bad. I say you do it.
Yep. Don't worry, I'm only playing with a cantrip. I have a frostbite spell. I'm not shooting off rays of frost just yet.
As you continue, does it get worse?
No. Doesn't seem to.
All right, 2 hours down, we'll probably address it if it's like constant.
Yeah, I'm playing around with my
I thought you
magic.
meant the rain. Different question.
Yeah, different question.
The rain doesn't get worse. No. That? Oh yeah. I mean, if you don't deal with it, I mean, you can keep doing it. It's not gonna like do anything to affect you other than bother you.
Right or left?
Let me remember. I believe it would have been the right.
Okay. So about an hour into the wagon ride, I would say I just like let out a really huge sigh of frustration, close the book I've been like trying to read, and just like start fiddling like with my with my right arm piece, like I'm trying to get it off.
That is the worst when you're trying to read too.
Yep.
Yeah, Lou is
Like
going to be
aggressively fiddling with it, or
I'm aggressively trying to take my arm guard off. Yes.
are you alright?
Something's weird. It feels tingly. I don't know what it is. I need to see what's going on.
So you take the time to take off the armor.
Yep.
Anyone helping him, or were you just taking off yourself?
I am in the cart, so anyone in the cart could help me if they choose to.
Ooh, I got to pull up an image for that.
Take your time. Stop flailing around.
God, I felt something like this. I don't remember the last time I felt something like this. Oh, gosh. Just
I don't know if you remember the last time you felt.
what is that supposed to mean?
That was kind of rude.
Well, you know, you've kind of gone through a big change.
I had no idea what you're talking about.
Let's see. In the cart.
And by that I mean you have a body again.
I've always had a body. How else would I exist?
More of a body.
Let's see. You see the reason for his arm itching. He's got a tattoo.
Oh.
So you did merge with Bob.
Who defiled my body?
I don't know if it's fully your body. That's Bob's tattoo.
For some reason, I just picture Misfit like poking his head at this point and like yelling as loud as he can into your ear. Bob, are you in there?
uh,
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna start picking at it.
Yeah,
What's happening now?
his arm just itched. That's all.
Yeah, it was itching. I needed to see why it was itching.
We'll explain later.
All right.
Dustin, stop picking at it. It's a tattoo. It's not going anywhere.
Oh, if I try hard enough, it might.
Do you want to try?
No,
No. This is important. Would you like to try?
I did not consent to this tattoo. My body has been defiled. I want to pick at it. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll an athletics check.
Oh, is I can land in the box? That was very violent. That did not land in the box.
Natural 20.
Okay.
So as you go to try to scratch and pick off at the tattoo, you see the image kind of shift slightly and smack your finger. It like shocks you, and then it just goes back into place around the beer.
Like a cartoon drawing, just like smacking like
Yeah, like it comes
yeah.
to life and like defends itself, and then just goes back.
Dustin, stop.
What did you do to me while I was sleeping, you witches?
Did you not listen to a word I just said? That's Bob's tattoo.
Yeah, and he's not here. Why is it on me?
Because you two merged.
What? I have not merged with anyone.
Your newfound flesh says otherwise. So let me explain something to you, okay? That tattoo is a tattoo representing a member of the Tipsy Fox Guild. You may have heard us mention them before.
Yes, I've heard of
They're
Fox.
mostly a magic guild. And as is very clear, as that's Bob's, who is a veteran member, that tattoo is magical.
Why is it always magic? Magic, magic, magic. Nothing's ever simple.
Either way, even if it wasn't, tattoos are ink in the skin. You can't just take it off.
If you scrape off enough skin, you can.
Mm.
So now
I
we.
suppose you're not used to pain then, huh?
I get. I, maybe. I don't know. So many weird feelings. I don't know. Don't know what's going on too much anymore.
Just take a moment, take a deep breath. Okay? I don't think that tattoo is going anywhere.
Tips. Fine. Fine. Does it still itch?
I mean, mildly, yeah. It's gonna itch for a while.
Okay. I'll.
You could ask one of
Is
your
it
healers to
visibly
maybe
red?
heal it. It's peeling a little bit. That's all.
I've got a solution for myself. I'm just gonna keep rubbing it, but I'm also gonna use some lay on hands points.
Sure,
I'll use about 5.
that's fine. We'll say it lasts for about a. You can apply a point an hour as you just kind of go and rub it on your arm.
Cool.
All right.
And once it stops itching, I'll put my armor back on.
Kind of put your armor back on.
Something you're probably going to want to do as well is learn to sleep outside of your armor.
Why would I ever consider that?
Well, you now have, muscles and stuff. And sleeping inside metal armor like that's gonna be painful.
Yes,
Sooner or later.
but it's safe.
It won't be worth it for long.
Is that a challenge?
I'm not the one who's proposing the challenge.
Hmm.
About this
Your
point,
body's the one that's gonna be stiff.
you guys watch as the door opens and the bard kind of once again, due to the rain, begins to move inside and just kind of sit on the floor like, "Oh, you don't mind, do you?"
Go ahead.
And he kind of shakes off the water a little bit. Oh, yeah, yes. Some music, story.
A story.
Yes, tell
Ah,
us tale.
let's see.
There's
And
also plenty of room beside Marius and Penelope there.
he kind of looks over. Oh, that's a person. I thought that was a doll.
Who's he talking to me?
No, the gnome. They have her wrapped up in a little makeshift baby carrier. It is quite comfortable though, I will say. And he kind of yeah, and he just kind of maneuvers his way onto the bench. It's story. Let's see. And he kind of actually, let's see. We'll make him roll an insight check. It's not bad. He kind of looks around, gauging you guys to see what kind of story you might like.
How about one of wonder, a new adventure?
Adventure, and he kind of looks out in the woods. He's like, they do tell a story of a hidden city out in this forest. He just kind of strums on his lute.
So listen to his tune.
Never met anyone who's been there though, but they do say some interesting things. And he kind of does a little musical strum. They say it's a city of animals. Sounds interesting, no?
Misfit probably would have perked up at that point and said,
Head
"Oh, I
into
know that
left.
place."
Misfit would not know this place.
Oh. Well, would you have heard a story?
Wouldn't
you
have
did live
stopped him
with
from
animals.
saying it.
I need let's see. Who wants to play Misfit, first of all, for tonight? That's probably another good question.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
I'll do it.
Not participating.
I'll do it. I'm about as reckless as they tend to be.
All right, I've cleared ownership of Misfit. So roll a history check for Misfit.
How do I get to
Um,
them?
You just go into character again, and you click on them.
Ooh, you're gonna
And then
just
you'll
tell me
have
how to
to-
get to character.
Right sidebar under player.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So history check for you. I wouldn't think Serena would really know this. Dustin, the history check.
Probably not.
Actually, no, Dustin, you're older than the story would be.
Mhm.
Lou, a history check for you, and Marius, a history check for you.
Would that be a disadvantage because I'm focusing on other things?
Oh yeah, you're driving and doing stuff on top, so you're fine.
History.
Marius, you've actually heard this tale. It's like a children's story. It's just about like a make-believe city of animals in the middle of the forest.
Right, time to unplug my headset.
However, you have seen this story referenced in other contexts before.
There we go.
In fact, let me send you a message. I'm still going to do it in Discord just because somewhere out there.
That and it's just good habit.
Always good habit.
Dream sniping
Deft might be
airplane
watching.
mode.
To be
Definitely.
fair, Deft does have to watch to figure out what happened this episode.
Oh, that's true.
And we know Daft is just waiting for a single moment for Nobel to slip up to exact her revenge.
I hope you do it on purpose, but make it like a call out message. Just like
Like,
really rude. Like, I
like,
know
hi,
you would read this. No trust here.
or something so vague that we'll get more questions asked.
And why is this brought up? What tell? Why are we being told to tell? Or
The bard is trying to find a reason to not get kicked out in the rain, so he is currently just telling a story.
Yeah, because he's still a freeloader.
Mm-hmm.
so where did you hear
So
that tell? And is that the only version you've heard?
Roll an insight check.
That's what I'm asking.
It's kind of bring it up, and then you ask him if that's the only version that he's heard. You notice he kind of glances a little bit in your direction, and does like a little double take before answering. Like, well, I've heard different variations. Some people say it's in this force. Some people say it doesn't exist at all. Some people say it doesn't exist anymore. Some people say it's a different plane of existence altogether. He's like, but I can tell you all are not easily convinced. And he reaches into his pack and he pulls out a piece of cloth. And he kind of
What-
lays it on the ground of the cart, on
What
the
color
floor.
is it?
It's a piece of blue cloth with like white, like not engravings, just kind of like etched imagery cloth into it. It looks kind of like a large mane that kind of circles around almost like a heart-shaped face, but with no face. And then there's like this star in the middle of it with a circle around it. But it looks like an emblem of some sort. It's
Like a
any
pinnacle,
kind of
like a pentagram type, like a summoning circle.
no, just the star on it slightly. It's just more of a shape. There's no like writing or anything on it. It's just kind of encased in a circle. It looks probably like either this came off of a piece of armor or it's like a flag of some sort that was ripped off.
Do you mind as I gesture to it to see if you'll let me pick it up?
It's like, oh, of course. It's like, got this for a steal, I did.
Yeah, I just want to examine it, the material, or if there's any kind of vibe to it, or anything I can glean from it.
Roll an investigation check, sure. It looks a bit worn, like it's a bit older. But I mean, it's real. But other than that, you don't see anything specifically interesting about it.
I don't find it very hard to believe. I've seen people who look like animals and who can talk and be civilized before.
Misfit's gonna tap on the window and like make grabby hands towards the cloth.
So, are there any versions of that tale regarding sickness?
And he just kind of looks, thickness, not quite. It's like the only one I remember. There was mention of a wizard. He actually used to have a tower on the island. Oh gods, what is his name? And he's gonna roll a history check.
Who needs to roll?
Asta something. I can't quite remember.
Does that jog anything from what I know of the story? Just that little bit.
From yours? Yes, actually it would. That would go. Mm. Hold on. So many notes, people. So many notes. You should see how long the campaign one notebook is. I'm almost out of pages.
Big. How big of a page notebook was it?
Just like your general college rule, but I write really tiny.
Oh,
Just
so
session
like,
notes.
You
so like
start
absolutely
converting all that
full of
stuff to
like
the reference manual.
Oh, I know, right?
front and back.
So I try to at least write some stuff down afterwards. A lot of it's recorded though. Let's see. I always feel like I write something in one book, and then it's typically in the first place I went to go look for it that I thought was wrong. Which is probably going to be the same thing
I
that
wrote the
happens
wrong
here.
word up there.
Also send you a message.
Ooh. Yeah, I saw that one. I'm in the process of pulling it out
No
of the
problem.
book right now. Maybe it wasn't this bad. Oh well, I'm just stupid. Could be.
somebody drawing or something on the map? I keep getting like stuff flashing.
Yeah. It's annoying that it does that when you're not the one drawing. But I'm done. So it shouldn't be flashing anymore.
I was just making sure that's what it was and not like a graphical error on my end.
Oh, like you weren't like your computer wasn't just
No.
dying on you.
Yeah, because that's what I thought. I'm like,
fair.
I thought it did it when somebody was drawing. I'm like, I hope not a video problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think it was FG's end.
Mm-hmm. Marius, did you hand Misfit the cloth when like they made the grabby hands for it?
Did I do what with the cloth?
Did you hand it to Misfit when they like tapped on the window and like made grabby hands?
If in dirty pawed animal form, probably would not have let her
No.
have it.
Human tiefling form.
Just dirty tiefling hands.
Yep.
Still dirty.
And it is raining outside.
It's raining outside. I wouldn't do it if I wouldn't want to damage the dudes.
Alright. Misfit's just gonna look sad, but like understanding.
Clean your hands off and come in and be dry, and you can.
They're gonna shake their head no.
If you've not heard tale that up in Bayside, there's a cat person who cleans the rooms in the casino there.
All right, Lou, as you're kind of playing with your magic out there, I need you to roll an Arcana check for me real quick.
As he's trying to recall the name, I'm like, you speak of the wizard Astaroth, don't you?
Ah, that's it. See, he's heard it.
I've done a bit of research and ran across the city you speak of. It was destroyed by a sickness.
He goes, well, no, you see, that's where you got your facts wrong. The city that I'm talking about doesn't really exist. How the story supposedly goes is he used to live and he kind of points up to the northeast. He had a tower in the city of Tricorum. Something weird stuff happened, and the city just kind of was gone. But they say that he may have created these creatures and made his own city. But if you ever manage to find it, now a bunch of people that pay a pretty penny for its location.
Any of your tales give clues as to where its whereabouts?
The only tales I hear is to go through here quickly, or not to go through at all. But I've never had a problem on the road. Misha
So-
would also know this.
So you either just travel or don't travel? That sounds like it's just a way of saying I don't know.
And as we're talking with all this stuff, when I'm through looking, I would have, if anybody showed interest that was inside and dry, I would have passed the cloth around if they wanted to look at it. Otherwise, I'd hand.
I wouldn't have wanted it.
Serena doesn't seem bothered.
As you're passing it around, you see a little hand reach out and grab it. Huh. She kind of looks at it for a second, and she passes it.
Good old Penelope.
I assume you've seen it like before?
Oh. No, I saw it in a storybook once. Like the bard said.
Hmm.
And she just goes back to reading her book. Lou. I got a question for you.
Yes.
What's the sound of a turtle yelling?
I
think
don't
it's
know.
like a high pitched.
You're right. You really don't know.
Sounds like Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Wow.
Lou.
Yes.
From the tree line out to the left side of the cart, you see an object fly in your direction. It does get an advantage at you.
Oh no.
Wait. Before you start, the cart's kind of small. Is it a physical object?
It's a weapon. It's a projectile weapon.
Would that not, if it could reach the cart, would that not immediately go to me?
It is not a piercing weapon.
It's all thrown objects that just get piercing resistance, isn't it?
Double check.
I believe it's all
I'm
projectile.
pretty sure it's
All projectiles
piercing
are
projectiles.
magical, is the wording I remember.
This would be interesting, though. This would be very interesting. Because these are big projectiles. I believe.
Double check. I remember Zaya used slashing arrows to get by this very shield. I'm pretty sure it was only piercing projectiles.
Well, on the shield, you resist the damage from ranged weapon attacks. You have resistance. The shield's curse curse you. Ranged weapon attack is made with the target. Nope, doesn't say anything about piercing. It just says ranged weapon attack. So, this is the better part. So there's two of these fly, both in your guys' direction because they can't go anywhere else. Who is sitting where in the cart? Who's sitting by who? So I think it's Marius, Penelope, and the Bard.
And the bard on one row, and then Serena and Dustin on the other row.
Okay, would Serena be
I believe
towards...
Serena is probably towards the right side.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I would be like in one of like the back corners, like one of the back corners of the cart then?
Yes, and you would be on the side of the lake
Okay,
with us heading east.
cool.
So these two giant sickles fly into the cart. Dustin. Where's Dustin at? That's a 19.
Barely hit.
You take 9 points of damage. Do you not have your coding up?
My coding?
Oh, your coding doesn't cover more than
Piercing, yeah.
I think that would do all piercing too. Hold on. I think I have better coding.
Yeah, I know Techno put it on last time and was just kind of...
Because that would do melee attacks too.
Yeah.
What are
What's
you
the name of
trying
that
to
damn thing again?
I apparently have a resistance to ranged damage. Right?
What's the name of the shield again?
The shield of missile attraction. Right?
Coding for this.
Yes.
Apparently, I do not have coding for this. Yeah, because it should be just range damage. I'm gonna have to look at that one too.
Random.
That's relevant now. There's nothing stabbing.
How's it?
But you do only take half damage on that, so you take 5 points.
All right, I'll write that in. I'm at 5.
The second one, you also slam into Serena.
Nice.
As the second one comes in,
Ow.
also an advantage. 2 and an 8.
Nice.
Another one comes in. You bring up your shield in time. It kind of deflects up as you push your shield up, like just in time above Serena's head. It exits out the other side of the wall of the cart, barely missing her head, and they fly back out.
Were they on chains or were they like magic?
Yeah, they're just. You saw them fly through the cart and fly back out. You're not 100% sure, but you didn't see a chain. Lou, you
Yes.
do hear the crashing into the cart. I need you to roll a perception check as you like look off to the side and look back around.
I'm gonna use a sorcery point to reroll that.
Like, where are they? Where are they?
Huh, loud noise. I guess they're having fun back there.
There we go.
Okay. Let's double check.
Totally still not high enough. Unless they're not being stealthy.
Ooh. As you kind of look over, you see 2 large creatures running alongside the cart with riders on top of them. A hound or wolf of some sort, it's hard to tell. And then you hear this just awful howl that emanates from this creature. I need all of you to roll wisdom saving throws.
No, I have nothing to protect against this.
Apparently,
Good
Serena is
speed.
still a bit shaken by getting slammed into by our paladin and then having a large projectile narrowly miss her head.
I felt pain for the first time, so I'm freaking out. That's my excuse.
Ooh, Dirge is here too. Turtle Dirge. Ooh. Oh, he rolled in that one too. Nice.
Great.
So, Marius is okay, Misfit's okay, and Lou is okay. Everyone else is afraid of this hound off to the side.
Wait, what? I'm okay?
Yeah, you passed the save. It's DC 13. Oh no, Misfit's fine too. Yeah, I already said that.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the DC?
13. Oh no, you're fucked. Never mind. I was
Yes,
reading
yes.
from earlier.
Thank you.
He was
Thank you.
adding our 2 wisdom checks together,
I
or
saw your
wisdom
15
saves
from
together.
before. So,
I rolled
Misfit
Through the power of friendship,
and
it's Lou
Marius.
and Serena.
So
Yeah,
Dustin,
yeah.
Serena, Lou, and Dirge are all mortally afraid of this creature running off in the woods. So you're all effectively frightened. Where's my frightened button? There it is. You get a frightened. And you get a frightened.
Everyone gets a free car, except the free car is one you don't want, because it takes $13,000 to fix.
And Serena already frightened herself. Okay.
For your
Everybody
shield
is
thing, you're just going
frightened.
to have to manually remember when that goes, because you can't code it, because there's no melee or ranged damage type.
Yeah.
Now, you could just have a resist all, and then when he's like, hey, this is a range attack, you could put it on
You
yourself
pop it.
until it's over.
Resist all still wouldn't work that much, so it'd have to be like resist physical, because it does not work. Oh no, it still would.
Typically,
Just pop it.
Typically, it's going to be piercing, but you could have somebody a giant could throw a boulder at you. That would be bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I guess
Yeah, but the resistance
remember-
is just any piercing damage, isn't it?
No, it
it's
says
ranged
it's
attack.
all
attacks.
ranged.
All range attacks.
Which
we double-checked.
technically would be, oh no, I was
Any
saying
non-magical range.
While holding the shield, you have. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it's even better than before.
So, driver of the cart, you
Yes.
realize that you look back at Dirge and you just see him like extending his neck over and over again, trying to produce sound. Unable to do anything, but now he's terrified. So now he just pulls his head in. What are you doing? You just see these hounds running and these things getting thrown at the cart, and you're terrified.
Cart's going faster.
All right, go ahead. Make an animal handling check.
Okay. Why did I have disadvantage? Do I have all skill checks while they're in sight?
Yeah.
Ah,
No, because of frightened, yeah.
Rip that 20.
You try to
you
like
dropped
yell
my
out the
0.
voices, and like you barely can, like the volume you're producing is just so low you could barely even speak.
Shit.
Serena's going to take cover behind Dustin.
You guys all just like a small moment of panic. As they kind of work through this, Marius and who is our other safe? Or was it just Marius? Marius
Misfit.
and Misfit.
Ooh.
What are the two of them doing?
So
Misfit would probably try to scoop up Dirge and put him into their pocket, I guess.
I don't think I gave you. Let's see. Let me check my spells. Nope, not today.
Can I cast something?
I'm pretty sure you gave her Mage Armor.
No,
You probably gave it to.
I didn't cast it on my
No?
spells. It's not. I still have all my spells.
Hmm.
do
What
I
was
know
your
what this
question,
is?
You can roll a perception check. Actually, did you already roll a perception?
No, only Lou did.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. It's not like completely dark outside, but it's fairly dark. You do fairly well. You see two creatures being ridden by other creatures. The creatures you see running two of those.
What do we see?
Oh, he sees it. You're too terrified to make out the details. On
Oh,
their back,
Or was this from the same creatures from the cave?
no, you've never seen these creatures before.
Can I cast a spell while I'm frightened?
You also see those, one on each of their backs.
Do I know what those are? Does Marius know?
Not really your school of study, but roll an Arcana check at disadvantage. You get this much.
My mind's going first when I know because I definitely know the second one as a player.
I sent you a message too.
Someone stream snipe it.
It was in Discord.
Any of you familiar with Fae? It appears to be what's
There, it's quick.
out there.
Stream your Discord.
Serena, you hear the word Fae.
She'll kind of peek over Dustin's pauldron.
Small gnome-looking creature with a red hat, a red cap on. Very ugly fur
Player
beast with
recognizes
almost a
things.
human face.
I'll drop it in chat now.
Do you want a history or?
Nope, you don't need it. You're not sure exactly what these are, just because they do come in different colors and variations, but you could gather enough. You've seen similar things before. There's the first one. So those are the riders. And they are riding. And I know a lot of you have seen these before. That is what they are riding.
The player doesn't remember what the gnome-like creatures are called, and I think I remember what those are called.
Really?
Are the hounds?
Really?
The,
Red cap.
The one in the red cap.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh,
And you said she's able to easily identify them.
Oh, yeah. The hound, you're not familiar with what exactly the hound is. The red cap, you'd recognize that. But Lou is
Red
trying to
caps.
push the cart as fast as he can. The bard is like, horses go faster, please, please, please. And he kind of plays a quicker tempoed song.
they're trying.
Case music.
Assume you know what those are from during his impression.
Yeah, I heard about them.
You hear Misfit yell from atop the cart.
It's what?
Incoming. To the scythes come back around.
No.
Dustin.
Back in Dustin?
Since I got warning, am I not at disadvantage anymore?
You're not at disadvantage, but you're also in a cart next to all of your friends. So what does everyone else do hearing Misfit yell this out?
Dock down again.
So do you drop down too, or do you stay up?
I'll stay standing. Yeah.
All right. So everyone else hits the floor as these things come through. Dustin. First one. 25. You're like, I got this one. I got this one, and then it hits you from behind. You take. Let me see if we can manually half this. I think I can. Look, I can. You don't even have to code it. You take 4 points of damage. I guess it does round down for damage. And then it kind of knocks you into the cart. A good quarter of your roof is now off. The second one. Damage. And then they go back out. But your cart's getting a little bit roughed up. This isn't the battle cart you used to have.
No.
How close are they to us?
They're probably about 50 feet from the road, weaving through trees. They're going a little
50 feet from the road?
Yeah, they're going faster than you, but they have to weave through trees, and you have kind of like a flat road.
Okay, so they're around 50 feet away from us.
I would like to cast a spell if I can.
Sure. What do you want to cast?
I want to cast
That's
Call
what I-
Motions on us, and that creates a 20-foot sphere radius So anyone within 20 feet has to make a charisma saving throw, which they can choose to fail. And if they fail, they can suppress the frightened effect.
Let me see this real quick. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. So you kind of go and
And
begin your chant.
yeah, so I'll say like a prayer, and then I'll cast it.
Go you, dude.
And I think the point of focus of the sphere is going to be important, so I'm just going to pick myself.
All right. So you guys kind of muster Lou. You finally find your voice and are able to yell out and get the horses to kind of like pick up pace.
Okay, good.
So you are all no longer frightened. Well, you're still frightened, but we'll ignore the effects depending what we're doing
For
a minute.
Yep.
What were you doing, Serena?
She is going to stare at one of the hounds and attempt to manifest an illusion in its mind. So, first thing I need to do is that. Next, it will need to make a DC 14 intelligence save.
Does it matter if it's immune to being charmed?
This is not a charm, it is a mental illusion.
Sure. What is the save?
DC 14 intelligence. Should might as well extend the duration.
That is a. Oh, no, that's a -3. 14.
13? Damn.
17 minus 3.
It passes the save then.
It is not the smartest thing in the world either. I just rolled an
Has
natural.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Things that have problems with intelligence saves seem to roll the highest against intelligence saves.
You will not underestimate me.
I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Given its lack of response to her attempt, after about another 6 seconds, she'll give it another attempt if it's still within 60 feet of us.
I'm too stupid to be affected by your psychic energy.
Apparently.
I'm going to try and hit one with a ray of frost if it gets in within range.
Yeah, you got an action. Go for it.
Are they within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything you want to do, Marius?
I think that's something I want Misfit to do after Marius.
He's kind of getting action.
So should I give myself advantage to counter out the frightened condition?
Yeah.
All right.
How far away are they?
They are 50 feet away. Ooh.
Go to roll.
I'm just hitting one of the mounts.
All right. Go ahead. Unidentified creatures. I'm exposing in combat tracker. I could get a map too, I suppose.
Which one? It doesn't matter, honestly. I'll pick creature 5.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
We'll
gonna
say
say
the even creatures together and the odd creatures are.
It did not add the critical hit.
Go ahead and re-roll 2 dice.
No, you'll just roll. Yeah, roll the damage again on them. Alright.
Another 10 points.
And his movement speed is reduced by 10.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, 10 or 5?
10.
Yep, by 10 feet.
I think it's 10.
As you hit it, you just watch it wince, and one of its eyes glows green for a second,
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And it kind of moves back a little bit.
Motherfucker.
You're being slowed. Marius, you want to do anything?
Yes, but because of I'm gonna have to message you real quick.
Yeah.
What I'm doing because there's things that aren't revealed to people.
Oh yeah, sure. Actually, I'm gonna grab a drink while you
I just
type
gotta
it.
double
Be right back. One
check
second.
I'll do the same thing. I'm gonna go get something to drink.
All right. So
Hmm.
I got a player question then because I'm playing Misfit and spells are funky. Earthbind says it only reduces flying speed, so if I use
Yes.
Earthbind, it would not stop these guys from running after us.
It's a thing you use
Correct.
for a creature,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. I just needed that clarification because
Yeah.
they didn't prepare Entangle.
Earthbind is how, say, you would stop a Wabbajack from,
Running away.
flying around and just counting.
You know what? Very smart of them. Very smart of them. I appreciate it. They still prepared Darkness though, and if it has True Sight, then like, oh well. But how big is Darkness?
True Sight, I don't think lets you see through darkness. I could be mistaken, but
I just assumed True Sight.
I know True Sight lets you see through illusions, but I don't know if it lets you see through darkness. Although I believe with True Sight you can see into the ethereal plane, so...
Oh, excuse me. I'm back.
Welcome back. Monster with True Sight can to a specific range. See normally in magical darkness and see invisible. Okay, see True Sight with monsters, they can see through magical darkness.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Alright. I think we're all here then.
He's typing me messages. Were you having Misfit do anything too?
Ooh.
Yeah, I realized I had it on the all spells and not the prep spells, so now I'm having to actually deal with what they prepped instead of what I wanted to do. I think they're not really doing saving throws, so I don't want to use guidance. I need to read this other one. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, once Marius is done, I think I'll...
Yeah, that seems
Try to
fine for now,
cast-
Thirst. I don't see any issue with that.
Yeah. So let Theris do their thing, and then I'll do Misfits thing.
I forgot to mention.
Okay.
Serena would have also
So,
briefly drawn some symbols in the air while holding the pearl, based on her roll.
We gotta hold on if you're trying to start a spell. You already did one thing.
which one was slowed?
No, I was
Number 5.
5.
The one that's falling back a little bit, so it's probably like 75,
Okay,
80
which
feet
10 feet
back.
farther behind.
Which of the red caps is riding 5?
The odd numbered one, which I believe
3.
is... Yeah.
Okay, so
We put the odds and the evens together.
not being able to drag and drop stuff. Or something.
I don't know.
Don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, let me double check. That might have to be it. Oh yeah, I know. I think I could even unidentify it before I do it, just in case.
Yeah, you did. God, with the unidentifying though.
Yeah, I hit it real quick.
Well, yeah, but I have nothing on my screen also.
So here, let me do this. I'm just trying to think of how I could do this without it
Right.
being visible. Because if I put it there, it will be visible there. See, now they're going to get super excited for nothing, too. All right.
Of course, stream snipers may do stuff.
Try it now. Ah, yeah, there you go.
I'm more like, am I missing a combat map? That's where I'm at right now.
Nope.
Yeah, thought so. But
we needed something for other reasons.
Yeah, but keep your secrets. Secrets are fun.
Well, they're fun because then when they get revealed, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And the teasing is way better.
So it should work now, I think.
My tab is probably because you unidentified.
Maybe.
Change it to identified.
Oh, I could just do this. Hold up.
I just unlocked.
I know. I was going to change this. There you go.
Okay, now.
Ooh. Hold on. We'll get rid of this one. Why does it look different? Oh, because I didn't do it yet. That's why. I was looking at the wrong one. There you go. Did I change it there too?
That's fine. We'll leave it that for now.
Does it work?
Well, here's maybe a problem. You don't have whose turn it is in combat tracker, so maybe it's not registered because there's no arrow showing anybody's turn.
Try now. It's the bird.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
No, it's just a bird.
That's odd because I should be able to use it from. Did you drag it?
Maybe I need to redrop it.
Yeah, redrop it from.
Get rid of this one.
Did you do it from the shield from cohorts tab?
Originally, yeah. Try now.
No, I can't. Like when you left click and hold when the word
Try
highlights,
reloading.
it's not letting me do it.
Ooh.
Drag it up to my portrait, see if that changes anything.
Yeah, hold on.
Because the cohorts thing's supposed to let you even do like pass turn and everything.
Yeah, we had like this problem when you tried to turn me into a badger. I remember.
We got it working though. We had it the
Yeah.
wrong one.
Yeah.
I had to make one other adjustment. Okay. So let's see.
Yeah, I can't even double click it to get.
That's there.
Did you drag it up to my portrait in the upper left?
I just did. Maybe because it's not on a map.
That shouldn't matter. It's in the.
That's what I would think.
It does say it's Dirge's turn. If you want to just cycle through everyone. Yeah.
Bird.
Bird.
Yeah, I can't. I can target with Marius, but I can't target Bird. So it's like I don't have control. I wonder if it drag the base creature. Maybe you have to drag it into my cohorts tab instead of me, because that's where it came from.
Do this.
Here, I'll
do this. All right. Let me try this one. I gotta put it back in. It's a different one. Make it its turn again. Negative.
Yeah, that's dumb.
You just roll it and tell me what it is.
I can't roll it.
Can you grab
Like-
it from his card?
No, I was just saying I can't drag from its page. I can't double click from its page. It highlights.
Oh, wow.
So the or Marius page.
All right, you make your button.
Yeah.
What was Misfit gonna do?
What Misfit was gonna do is probably gonna ruin whatever Marius was gonna do, so I really don't want to do it.
No,
until
go
Marius
ahead,
has
man.
Done it. I was gonna try to cast darkness on like one of their dogs.
Go ahead. Not gonna mess me up
Like-
in the least.
I'm trying to remember. Can you cast it on a creature, or does it give it disadvantage if you do? I think you have to cast it on an
No.
object.
I was thinking it
You
got
can
a
cast
save.
darkness on a location or on a non-held object, which you could then, in theory, held or hold, but it can't be held or carried at the time.
Wasn't there a way to do it to carry people if you had? There's some sort of penalty for it.
I mean, if you were to cast it on like a rock or something and then carry the rock around, you could have it follow around the person.
No,
but-
not like that. Hold on.
Yeah, I really don't know how spells work, so I got nothing for you.
Hey, yeah, 60 feet. You couldn't do the one he's targeting. It's too far away. The other one is closer. Let me just check one quick thing to see. Yeah. So you could do an odd place near him, unless you want to like do it to something and then attempt to throw it or figure it out.
Yeah, it's just how useful is this gonna be? Because if they know it's a spell, they're gonna run through it. Like it might like make them stop and then run through, or they could trip. But this is why I don't like magic. It's too complicated. How about just like a spot in between us and them is where I'll aim for. So like it won't catch us and it will be in front of them. Is that possible?
Yeah, so one is kind of behind you now and one is to your left.
I'll do it to the one directly behind. I'll just drop it in the road.
Okay. So you drop it down in the middle of the road?
Yep.
All right. So you watch as this sphere of darkness kind of pops up behind you guys. They're just still going to be in turtle mode.
He's still wowing.
He got shoved in the pocket. He can't see what's going on.
Yep.
And then I think that's everyone. That one's going to attack. Ooh, the bard.
I'm almost done with.
Yeah, good. The bard looks for something to throw. Sees a bottle of wine that's in the stock of snacks. Picks it up to go throw it.
What kind of bottle is it?
Just a wine bottle.
Roll
Like
an investigation check with disadvantage as you watch as he's going to pull it back to throw it.
I think I'm ready. You want me to go ahead and do?
Yeah, go for it. What I'm doing won't affect it in the slightest.
I guess if you want, you can remove the burb.
8.
The bird. I like the bird so much, though. An 8. Unfortunately, it's not quick enough. It's a pretty nice bottle after you see him loose. The throw also not very good. It does not go very far. It hits a tree.
Who's that?
Ooh! I was safe. I was like, haha, crit.
Okay. Oh wait, no, sorry. Got to do that again.
Yeah. Once more from the top.
Forgot. I'm getting you. I haven't done this yet. Shit. Why is it not rolling the save now?
Because you.
Oh, he's not targeted.
Because you're basically asking for that.
Oh, it untargeted because it made the save. That's why. So that 6
Uh,
damage didn't get applied.
I'll add it to it.
Okay, I'm done. Now,
And
unless
you did
you said
another
it's
6, you
dark,
said?
I don't know, and there's darkness just appeared also, so nobody even saw this happen, correct?
Nope. Not a chance.
This is the party that doesn't have great dark vision all the time. They have dark vision, but nothing crazy.
They can't see through magic darkness.
But yeah. All right, so that happens for these guys. Right. The one to your left is going to attempt to rush up and jump on top of the wagon.
Ooh. Can I get a reaction to try to get in their way?
It is not your turn yet unless you have a reaction that you can do something typically with.
No.
But you can try after.
I'll try after.
So it's going to rush up. The hound is going to go for Lou. $18. Shenanigans? No shenanigans.
If you said anything, Slumber, you're muted.
I mean, I got no reaction to them.
Okay.
No, you get a reaction. He just wanted to do just do something as a reaction.
Yeah,
Oh, do something?
Yeah. So if you want to use shield, you can use shield. It's just he couldn't get in the middle of it when it's doing its attack type thing without an actual reaction.
Yeah, because
Oh, did he attack me?
yes, he did.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the 18?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be within shield range.
It is, but I have another reaction. Ooh, they are red caps. I'm gonna shield.
This is the hound, not the red cap. This is the hound attempting to bite you that it is riding. It hasn't.
Ooh, no, I don't want that. Shield.
All right, so you shield as it goes up to bite you. You
Not that one.
stop it inches for yourself as you propel it back. You would let me to tell you how many things you avoided?
Sure.
That would have been actually, it was a pretty low roll. That only would have been 21 points of damage.
Low. That's exactly half my health.
And then his little buddy
You
riding
have
with
42
him.
health?
21
Yeah.
at 42.
42 hit
Oh.
points.
Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah, this seems fair. He's going to try to hit you with his sickle. He's got it in his hands now. 21 with your shield still out of range, or does that still hit?
That's well, I didn't drop it on myself, but yeah, that still hits.
Okay, so that one hits.
I have 20 or 20 AC.
So that is an additional 8 points of slashing damage.
Ow!
All right. That's pretty much their go. You guys continue forward. Roll an animal handling check for me too, Lou. So you're pushing the cart forward.
Ow!
You got this, Lou. You got this.
So is it my turn?
Yeah, you have to roll an animal handling.
Oh, animal handling. Gotcha. Sorry, my ears aren't working apparently.
No worries. And then you're back to like a group free action. So you all get an action.
Oh shoot. Still good.
Hey, the horses get the picture. They get to getting.
So this red cap is still on top of his hound, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Serena's going to attempt her trick again.
Did the globe of
Okay.
darkness stick or?
The globe of darkness stuck behind. It's stationary, but the one that was following doesn't seem to have come past the sphere yet.
Okay.
So for the one that's beside us, man, again, okay, so she's going to use this hand on the pearl, draw some quick symbols, and this is number 12.
You're going for the creature, or are you going for the rider?
Yeah, the hound.
Yes. That'd be the
And to
easy creature.
confirm, the red cap is on top of the hound.
Yeah. So
First off?
creature 5 and creature 3. So creature 5's to your side. Creature actually no. You want creature 5.
I thought 5 was the one that got held back.
Yeah, 5 and 3 are held back. 6. Hold on. Now I'm getting confused. What's that? Where'd it go? Yeah,
5
so
and-
12 isn't taking any damage. That's
Yeah,
right.
5 and 3 are held back because of the slow from the beam, and then they can't see. 6 and 12 are on right there. I was attacking.
Yeah, I thought 12
6.
had taken damage, but he had not.
You have? Is this intentional to not see how damaged the PCs are?
I mean, you can make a medicine
Yeah.
check if you want to ask. I'll tell you if it's like overly obvious.
No,
If
I
it's
just didn't
an
know because
unsetting-
I don't want to see the hit points. I know you can change it to where it just is like wounded, critical, etc.
I forget what I have it on now. I was playing with it. the
Oh,
other
there's
day.
nothing there. It just says creature 3.
Oh, I know.
I mean, in the chat
So,
box.
sorry,
there's-
5 is 5 is the one that got held back.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 is the
So,
one that's
yeah,
behind the
then-
darkness. 12 is the one that's next to you. I thought it got hit for some reason.
Okay. Before I lost connection to Fantasy Grounds, it looked like it rolled a 2 on the save. Is that accurate?
Yep.
It
Yep.
looks like a -2.
Negative 2. They rolled a natural 1 for a -2.
Oh, okay. So that hound, while it's trying to bite at our rider, is going to hear a piercing screech, and then is going to get tackled by an owlbear, which is going to try and pin it and peck it.
Okay. So is this which spell?
Phantasmal Force.
Okay. So as you go to cast your spell on it, when you hit it, you just watch as the rider falls through it. It does like a little tumble, and it poofs into a cloud of smoke. And another eye turns green. It just kind of starts floating up. And then you see another green light flying also from behind you.
It's the hag minions.
Yeah.
But you see a little red cap now, like chasing after you with his big heavy boots. He doesn't go he goes quick for how small he is and what he's got, but he is unable to kind of catch up, and he's just kind of running after you by foot.
Okay.
But the two lights are still hovering over you.
Hmm.
What do you guys do?
That could be funny.
I always love that.
Misfit is gonna use dancing lights and try to like illuminate the area around the green lights.
Sure. So like he's just kind of maneuvering them like through the lights and trying to hit them, almost like using a laser pen on something. It doesn't really do anything except irritate it and hit it with
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah.
Seems like a very Misfit thing to do. All right, so Misfit just sits there and kind of like has these lights going in and out. They just appear to be like these kind of black clouds with the green lights at the front of them.
Black clouds, huh?
They look like eyes. Each one's an eye from what it looks like. And they kind of slowly fly next to each other as they move around. Sometimes they separate, but they kind of always return back to each other. You've seen these eyes before.
Yeah, the crows.
Uh-huh.
The source of some of my fear. Not all of it, but some.
Are they small or large eyes?
They're like medium-sized floating eyes. But right now they seem to just be following you. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know how to do this in character, but I think I would want to pester the bard and see if like he knew any like dispelling stuff. Like, I don't know. But the only thing I could think that he would know would be like counter song.
He just kind of looks at you. I'm much more of a performing bard than a magical bard. It's like all the downsides with none of the perks.
I can see that you're very useful.
And then he goes back to playing the chase music.
Yeah. Misfit's necklace doing?
It's still dull.
Cool. Do I know where Bob's heavy crossbow is?
I mean, you guys would have it with you.
I'll take a
Which
pot
speed
shot.
apart from it. Sure.
I'll take a pot shot at the cloud of black and green. Sure, why not?
AFK gets a drink quick.
Oh, I took that off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, give me a second. Are we still under the effect of calm emotion?
Mhm.
Ooh. For a minute? Yeah. For now, yeah.
So would that have been an 18 plus 5?
Yep. So let's see. So you go to
It would
shoot
have
that.
been one of those plus 5.
Yeah.
As you go to fire, I need you to roll a D100, please. Jeez Louise, man.
Go to roll.
Hey,
As
one
you
of these
ready
days
the
it's gonna be
crossbow,
100.
and you just kind of like think about Bob, you loose the shot, and a giant purple streak of fire shoots out from the crossbow and just separates through the middle of the two eyes, and they just kind of fly off and dissipate. As you like sit there, like the front of the
Emerge the
crossbow
fire.
is on fire, and the bard's just kind of looking at it. Wow,
Hasn't done that before.
that's so cool. He starts like writing down notes in a book.
Yes, I didn't know you could do that either.
Interesting.
Glad I didn't leave it on the side of the road now.
Very true.
I think I'm gonna hold on to
Yeah, go for it.
this. Is the red cap still trying to chase us, or have we lost him?
How do you want to stop the cart and wait and see
Nope.
if he catches up?
No.
Yeah, he doesn't catch up.
But now we don't have a roof, so everyone's getting wet.
This is true.
Serena is under her cloak.
Everyone okay?
Just a few.
Well, our cart isn't.
Yes, the cart being damaged is fine. I'm more worried about you all.
Are you alright, Dustin?
Just feel weird. I mean, I guess it hurts a bit, but like, I think I've been through worse.
The cart is going.
Yeah, we're alright.
In addition to it being wet, it also is kind of a bumpy ride. It did take a little bit of damage. Mostly cosmetic and like structural, but like the wheels and everything are okay for the most part. But it's a bumpy ride. As you guys, how late do you want to go into the day? So I'll say it's about 4 o'clock right now when this happened.
We'll probably pass dinner and go till maybe 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, late dinner. That sounds fine.
Sure.
Mm.
So you guys travel forward for a little bit longer, kind of keeping watch, seeing if anything is following.
Do we get about there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably about there.
Okay.
As you guys start approaching, probably about the 8-hour marker, you see lights up ahead.
All right.
Well, it is a road. There are travelers. It's not
What
unusual.
kind of lights?
Just like building from a building. You see a singular
So it looks like
structure.
a flickering flame.
Yeah, it's several lights. Mhm.
Hey,
What's
Oh,
do you want someone
we
to
have a
speak
death.
for you?
going?
Are you on your phone?
I am on my phone.
Did you finally get on your flight at some point?
I did, yeah.
Sorry, we delayed Misfits Owl flight too.
Pardon? Excuse me?
You
It's
only
on the
went for 10
recording. Don't
minutes and
worry.
got bored.
Alright.
We left an Easter egg for you. How about that?
Alright.
Yeah. Welcome
And then I
back.
broke the wagon.
We also had to deal with some. We also had to deal with some puppies.
I rolled a 21 on the D100 again.
You
Good
did,
stuff,
and you
dude.
shot a purple rocket out of Bob's crossbow.
Yeah.
You what?
Maybe you should just watch the recap when it comes out.
Alright, okay, fine. I get it.
There, yeah.
You sound like you need some sleep.
I am so tired.
Go get some sleep, lady.
How did it go? Give me deeds.
We're
Not
still
still
done
going.
gaming.
yet,
You're
but
still
you'll like
going?
this
Oh,
part.
my bad.
Well, no, this is great timing because
I can go.
we don't have a map
There
or
you
anything
go.
you have to really pick. As you guys approach the building, though, it appears to be like a single level building. It's not super small; it's sizable, but it's a single structure. But you do smell the smell of food coming from it, and there does appear to be a fire in the chimney.
I don't trust this.
It'll
Is there, a,
be probably fine.
is there a sign?
There is.
What does it say?
It says the third eye. In tavern.
Hidden on the main road?
In tavern. Yep.
Excuse, hey, you know about this one?
Who are you asking?
The bard.
He just kind of looks at it. Can't say that I do. But hey, what a convenient place for a bar.
Yes, a little too convenient.
He just kind of looks at you. So, are we not gonna go inside? He just kind of
Always
like,
so skeptical.
he's like wet and just smells the food, and he's just like, maybe we should check it out.
Probably a trap.
Ooh, maybe you should check it out.
Would you like me
You
to
know-
accompany you?
You know,
Serena?
I am full of bad ideas. I've already dealt with cursed items. I volunteer.
I'll go with you, Lou.
Yeah, that.
Sure.
Thank you.
Serious.
Do you trust our judgment, Serena?
Please be honest.
I trust that this could be an illusion.
All right, I'll
We'll
go.
identify if it's an illusion? Because we should do that first.
Usually you find out after the fact.
Alright, so do you have any tips on figuring out if it is one then?
How about I go knock on the door to see if my hand passes through?
I'm just gonna pass through all illusions.
Alright, so it sounds like Lou and I are going.
All right. So you guys walk up to the front door.
Yep.
All right. What do you do?
Gonna knock.
You knock on the door.
Mhm.
And you just hear a click, and the door just kind of opens.
With no one to greet us?
Yep.
All right, no, we're going on.
Before we leave, I'll call out. This door is unlocked. Is anyone inside?
You hear the sound of voices coming from back further. The first room you open almost looks like a shop floor, but it is completely empty.
Dude, this is Monster House. I don't like it.
I
But
look for a snow globe.
oh, you went with us?
I don't know where I am.
You're just on the cart right now. You can come with us if
Currently
you
on the
want.
cart.
You're
You can hop
Okay.
down
No,
and join them. Or...
I'm gonna stay there. I'm actually gonna hop off. I'm so tired. I need to shower and
Okay.
go to bed.
Go to bed.
Alright.
Have fun,
Enjoy your
Yeah,
guys.
have
That's
a good
some-
night.
Bye.
Sleep well.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
And no one like responded to the call.
Nope.
This is definitely not good.
Yeah, but I want to go inside though. That's the thing. Because it's interesting.
I'm gonna look back at Serena's expression.
Probably a little difficult to tell. She has her hood up, though she's standing there with her arms crossed.
That's all I needed to know. Oh, she's gonna be so mad later.
You two both
Who wants to go
smell
first?
I'll step in
very
first.
delicious food
Dustin,
Oh
we're not eating
no!
anything.
Oh gosh, that's such a
inside.
good. That is such a good temptation right now because I just learned what hunger was, and
Dustin?
I think. 1 second, let me roll something.
Dustin, we're not eating anything.
Did that land in the box? It did not, so I have to roll again. That was an 18 that was dropped. Sorry guys, I'm hungry. I'm going in.
Dustin, we're not.
You're try to stop me.
I will try.
All right, athletics.
As you go to grab him,
Yeah.
you just don't move closer to Dustin as you start walking towards him.
Oh great, love this.
Oh, well,
Like it's almost like it's keeping you away from him.
I will lightning lure you if that's gonna happen.
Do it. Do it.
Are you like making a beeline, obvious beeline for the food?
I am not making an obvious beeline. I'm like walking with purpose.
Dustin, where are you going?
What? Going inside?
Mm-hmm. We're not eating the food, right?
Why are you still all the way back there?
It's not letting me get close.
Oh no! Come on, come here.
And as you say, "Come here," he just
Oh
to the door.
no. Let me get.
Who gets zooped to the door?
You do.
You get to him as he motions for you to come to the door. You just kind of like fast forward to him.
Nothing weird is going on.
So, for us outside, did he just get pulled inside?
He was sitting there and he kind of walks in. You just see him kind of like quickly move towards the dining room, but they're just sitting there. Like you just notice he's there, and then like you just kind of like he's not there. But then you see them both standing at the door. Before both of you sits a banquet table full of food. As you walk to the door, the lights and candles on the walls all light up.
Are there still no people?
There are no people now.
Dustin, we're
Is there
leaving.
still like the sound of chatter?
Other side of the
'Cause-
dining room. Probably towards like where the kitchen would be.
I am not a rude person. I would not eat without permission. So I'm trying to find someone first.
That's a really good idea. And he just watches the party's like chewing.
Who
Sarah
is?
is going to attempt to establish a connection to Lou, if she can still see him.
Daniel. This is delicious.
Yeah. Do I get the
This
message?
connection goes through.
You do not get any link to them. You seem to be unable to locate them. This building seems to be warded.
Can I try and leave the building?
Yeah. Do you want to walk out of the room?
Hey, Dustin, we're going. This is not good.
Why is it not good?
There's no one here, and there's plenty of cooked food. Who
There's
cooked
still
it?
there's still the back room. There might be people back there, or we can ask them.
As you guys have this conversation, you just walk like this 8-year-old boy, kind of grab a bowl full of rolls and just like walk back into the kitchen.
What I would call out to him.
Hey, I'm still frightened. Can I get that removed?
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, let me double check and see if I can. Yeah. Do you call out?
Huh?
Do you call out to him? The kid with the rolls. Up to you.
That just seemed too convenient to Lou.
Since you rolled a high intelligence check, ask me to say something crazy.
Hmm. Crazy, like what?
Just like, tell me, like, suggest I say something that's like that's like.
Hey, are there any eggs on the table?
Eggs. I'll start looking
What
around
kind
for
of eggs?
eggs.
Yeah.
Just like scrambled, any kind of cooked eggs.
What egg do you imagine?
The green kind.
Esther, you just think about eggs as he turns and kind of looks. There's no eggs, but then you just watch a little bit of magic swirl around, and then an egg dish prepares itself.
Green
And
eggs
I
and
saw
ham.
that. Oh no! Wait, this is magic again, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, we need to leave.
Hey, buddy, we need to go. Talking to the bard, buddy.
Good thing the front door is right over there.
Yep.
You're like,
Let's.
can I take some of it to go at least?
You can try.
You watch him like start filling up a bowl full of food.
So, I'm gonna wait for him to leave.
He walks out the front door with a bowl full of food.
Okay, cool. Let's go, Destin. I don't trust this.
Hey guys, they had chicken.
Why is it always magic? Why does magic always happen in the woods? I'm just really mad and upset.
You know.
So you both walk out.
Yes.
Dustin, as you leave and shut the door, the building is gone.
Good thing we all left the building.
You see, sitting where the kitchen would have been, a set of about 2 small families that look like they are in the middle of eating food. They have what food was in their hands, but they don't have any dishes, and you just watch Nathaniel's food all fall to the ground because the bowl disappeared.
Oh.
Oh man. 5-second rule.
I told you.
So, with it still raining, where would you like to sleep for the evening?
Do we have a tent? No, we don't have a tent.
Mm-mm.
No, and nothing went wrong.
For the moment.
It's like, I'm going to investigate this
the bard's
chicken more.
food just came.
No, the food's still there.
And it
He's
doesn't
just
look
lost the
rotten
bowl.
or anything?
It's dirty. Muddy.
5-second rule.
You should consider yourselves lucky.
Don't eat that just yet. Precipitation. Get the mud off.
Clean the mud off the chicken. Hey, thanks.
I'm not eating it though.
Search shelf. He just kind of eats it. It's like, I will say though, it was a lot warmer in there than it is out here.
Yeah. It's one of those. Was it good magic or bad magic?
Considering the occupants of this forest and who we were just being chased by,
Okay, and who occupies this forest?
Misfit's like, hey, I occupy this forest.
Exactly.
What are you trying to say, Serena?
don't be
Tallulah.
foolish.
Tallulah lives here.
Yeah, and so does a hag.
No, she lives in the witch forest over yonder on the mountain.
You can't choose
These
your
are
neighbor.
the same forests. We were just chased by Fae. Do you two not remember this?
She lives in the specific part of the forest.
Well, I assume everything is magic.
Because it usually is.
What's happened to the world? What happened to just
So-
building? Why does everything have to be fake?
Did you say what happened to the building?
Yeah,
The building reappears.
I am upset. Go away.
As you get upset, it begins to rain more.
Oh no.
Hey, can we all just be happy and calm right now?
No.
Destin,
It's like,
Find a place to make camp.
I'm gonna place my hands on his shoulders.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think all the way through before putting my hands here, but we can just pretend there's no magic going on, and we can leave the house alone.
So in other words, ignore it? Like you do
Yes.
most things?
I don't ignore most things.
I've seen enough of you to know you do.
Get on the
I
cart,
know.
you two.
Alright.
It's late.
We're hungry, we're tired.
Yes, that's why we're looking for a place to make camp.
Mm-hmm.
But it shouldn't be right here.
I don't think Misfit has that find a camp spell prepared.
is it a ritual?
I have
I mean,
no
he
idea.
has a high survival.
Yeah, I'll just roll survival then.
He kind of holds the turtle. Hey,
Now-
Lurch, where should we stay?
As Misfit is searching around. Now, the story I've heard is a traveling group of adventurers, or traveling groups, oftentimes find themselves alone in either a forest or a cave in poor weather conditions, and they come across a strange, well-lit building, all by itself, looking so cozy, pleasant smell of food. They wander in, they eat their fill, they spend the night. Sometimes they never leave. Sometimes they wake in the morning to find out it was all an illusion, and the food was rotten all along. Depends on who's playing the trick and why.
You didn't think to lead with that?
Yeah, you didn't want to lead with
I
that?
was trying to warn you guys, and I even told you it was a trap.
That story
wandered
would have
in
convinced
anyways.
me way sooner than
At this
just being,
point,
oh, it's a bad building.
you guys do hear a bit of music playing from inside the house now at this point.
We're not asking you.
And you notice the bard is gone.
Yep.
Where did...
And you hear his voice from inside the house. He's just kind of like singing along with the music.
You all trying to get rid of him anyway?
I mean, he was a freeloader.
No.
He did kind of just invite himself with us, but does that mean we should abandon him? No, that's not a good thing to do.
Say he's abandoned if he's found a place he.
Within the maws of a beast is not ideal. Though the place is warded, so unless anyone has any ideas on how to get him out.
Call out to him. See if he.
You call out to him.
Nathaniel, can you come here?
Yeah, 1 second. Just getting a fresh plate. He hands this up. Oh, thank you
It's
so
important.
much. And you watch as he walks out with a tray of food. That is a very considerate house.
Come along. We still have more of the journey to go.
Oh, yes. I got snacks for everyone.
Can I? What kind of role can I
I'd be wary of those.
roll to judge this house's intentions?
You can roll an Arcana check. You could roll an insight check with disadvantage because it's a house.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll I want to roll Arcana, but I feel like Insight is more what he would be doing.
I'm right there with you.
Like Arcana would be better, but Insight is just
It's really
It's a house.
hard to read a house other than the sign on the door.
What does the sign say now? If it does it say the same thing?
Still says the third eye.
Is it called the third eye because it reads
Come
your
on.
soul, and your soul is your third eye?
There's our stream sniper checking in.
What?
Go to sleep.
That's what happened to going to bed.
She could fall asleep
to the
to
sound of
Twitch.
my horrible cold voice.
Alright, Nathaniel, come on.
The best part is if she's still awake right now, she probably knows what this is.
Yeah, I'll try to. I'll give Nathan a persuasion check, but I'll say something like, "You're tell us stories, right? Did you never hear the tale that Serene earlier about the wandering tavern that just traps people inside until they die?"
No, but that's a good story.
When he brought the
Did you
food
ever
Maybe you
hear
should
this
come
story?
with us and hear some more.
when he brought the
What was
food
that,
out,
Hayes?
did any of it
Yeah.
change? Does it still look whole and edible and smell good?
No, so the only thing you noticed when the house disappeared, the bowl that he was carrying the food in vanished and the food fell to the ground. But the food was still there and it was still cooked. When this house got resummoned, he went back inside. And then he came back out with a tray full of food. But he still has the tray and the food still looks exactly how it would.
Have I ever read anything about something like this?
Roll an Arcana check. You like kind of look at the food. As you investigate. It is magical.
I say,
100%.
I take a bite of it. This is beneficial magic. Pick up another piece and hand it to someone like you should actually. I
Yeah,
believe
like,
this is typically a banquet of they throw for heroes.
I don't trust it.
Lou has already had some food in his mouth.
When you say food for heroes, I'm going to refuse to eat anything. If it's a food for heroes, then I don't deserve it.
There's just kind of like lumbers over towards you and just pats you on the back.
And Mary's doesn't usually eat. When he does, he doesn't eat.
Lou will eat some.
And Dirge's other hand is a piece of chicken that he's eating. So he's comforting you with one hand and eating chicken with the other.
Yeah, I'll just go back to the cart.
Turtles
like,
don't
I
have
don't know.
hands.
Turtles. It would have worn off by now.
He's back in his normal form.
4K. I miss the one time people are giving up free snacks. Snack my head.
Yeah, dude. Oh, right. Do you want Misfit to go get some snacks? I feel you would have eaten this.
Misfit would eat some.
Mm-hmm. Misfit loves
All
food.
right, yeah.
It is very delicious and filling. Do you eat it outside or do you go inside yet?
I eat it outside.
Fair enough.
I'm going to the cart and I'm finding the stalest piece of bread we have, and that's my dinner.
Oh, was my check? Did I know anything about what this house may be?
Ooh. From what you've seen and your prior just background and research,
Well, that's a given.
So he's just kind of shaking her. She says that.
yeah, it's hard to say other than that.
What did you scroll up my message before last one? Or I'm sorry, before what you wrote there.
Not much more than what you would gather.
Okay.
It's pretty obvious what it is, but like any specific details are
Well, I'm just
very
trying
hard
to
to
judge
tell.
from the story that Serena gave. Like, is this like a Fey house where it's, yeah, you could go in there in one day's, 100 years kind of thing, and like might not come back
This
out.
would remind you. It seems different because you've seen them before. This reminds you more of like a wizard's domicile. But there's no wizard or servants.
I mean, there was the boy, but we didn't talk to him.
No, you still see them. Well, they're back in the house now because the house.
Oh,
got
right. It's the family that also found the house, right?
There was two families eating food. They just like stumbled upon it and went in the back door and were just eating.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm gonna cautiously go in. I'll get my staff and hobble over there.
All right, you just kind of hobble.
Serena, just because you don't trust it doesn't mean it's not something we can trust.
It doesn't mean we should either. I'd say over my shoulder as I step through the door.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I'm not entering the house.
As you walk in, the room lights up a little bit more, and it is very nice and toasty warm.
I'm looking. What kind of? Is there any other food?
You walk over to the dining table. There is still the large banquet table full of food. All sorts of different food.
I didn't know if I got the same kind of thing. If I thought of something specific, did it appear or something?
If you walk up to the table and think of something that is not there, it does appear after about 10, 12 seconds.
Okay, so in my mind, I know like it will think about creating things I'm thinking of. So I wonder. And I close my eyes and I think my legs being healthy, strong.
You think about it.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if there's any change, or if I feel different, or if I can see a change, like in growth, like my robes fill out a little bit where my legs are, or anything.
You don't seem to see any specific change, no.
Do I feel anything? I take a few steps.
Other than comfortable. No, still difficult. Doesn't seem to have any healing properties,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Didn't think, but he's like, maybe.
Mhm.
Think of look to a corner and expect to see a nice, comfortable, like red velvet chair, very plush.
You just kind of look over and like this little nook kind of expands out in the corner.
Is there a chair there?
Mhm.
So I look out the door and I'm like, I think we'll be okay here for a while. Could be wrong. I'm not getting any
So
kind of
kinda
bad
just
vibes, am I?
turns.
Yeah, it seems just
What was that, Tech?
Serena just kind of turns with a
Making a hump.
mm-hmm.
I'm still eating my stale bread.
Seems to be whatever. If you think of it, it will appear. Food. Sofa.
Dustin.
There's
As you go for that stale bread.
no healing properties though.
In the cart from our cart supplies.
Oh no.
Yeah,
As
okay.
you open up the cloth where the bread was stored, you see a fresh loaf of bread.
I'm not eating it. I'm putting it down. I guess I'm fasting tonight. It's been a while.
What time of night is it?
Right now it is about 8:30.
Perhaps we should see if we can rest for the evening.
You don't trust that I will spend the night in a cart with you.
I'm not stepping foot in that place.
I'm not asking you to.
I'd rather we find another place entirely.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna sit down in the comfy chair I just thought about. Rest.
Yep, I'll get a blanket for Serena out of the cart.
Most of anything in the cart at this point is going to be wet unless you want to like hide it under something and prestidigitation it.
My
chill
magic
dust.
is not suited for warming things.
As I sit there, I look to the table beside me, and I think of a tome that would contain information for something that I've been looking for. You know, that's some answer that's been eluding me, and see if it appears something with an answer in it.
Ooh.
I don't have anything specific, so wherever GM may want to throw in for story or whatever.
No. I have a few things I can think of. As you say that, a book does appear.
Pick it up and
It
start.
appears to be a story. Let me whisper you what the story is.
Careful, death's around.
Looks over the
It's
blanket.
in Discord. She can't see.
Thank you, Lou, though I suspect your efforts are in vain.
With what?
The blanket?
What, because it's soaked?
Mm-hmm.
I would
Yeah.
I know Lou's probably gonna try to get me to the house, so the excuse I'm going to tell him is every time we've left the cart unattended, someone's stolen it, so I'm going to sleep with the cart tonight.
Oh no, I'm staying in the cart. Don't worry.
Okay.
Well, you can stay near the cart. There's not enough room for all of you to stay in the cart anymore.
I've slept in the mud before. I can do it again.
All right. No, that's a bad idea.
Sleeping in the mud? Why?
Oh no, you're fine. I accept the fact that you are used to that. Can I? Is there holes in the roof of the cart?
Oh yeah, the roof is like
There's not even like most of the roof is gone at this point.
Oh,
Yeah, you're just chilling in the rain.
I'll put the blanket over the top of it and freeze it.
Okay. It takes a little bit of time, but you're able to kind of freeze the blanket. It is cold as hell out here, though.
I'm kicked back in a nice cozy chair reading a book.
Bart's in there playing music too.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not leaving a team member out alone.
Serena would be here too, right? You wouldn't go in the house.
Oh, Serena's definitely staying over here.
This
Yeah,
is
so you
probably
can go
going
in
back
too.
and forth.
It's Dustin and Serena on cart duty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the still.
Misfit, would you go inside the house?
Not that you're awake or watching stream.
So with the cart, can I try to make it like an igloo?
That would be a little bit difficult to do with your cantrip, and it would take a considerable amount of time because it's not cold enough to like maintain your ice.
Yeah.
So you would have to like keep reapplying. But you could like semi-freeze something like a blanket for a while. But even then, the rain on the ice is going to consistently melt it.
Yeah, Misfits
You
inside.
probably-
Said there's snacks in here.
There are snacks.
Okay.
I would imagine Misfits like running snacks out every so often, like dropping snacks off for the people outside. Like, I
I'd
forgot
probably
about
be
you.
pestering Daniel Derryweather.
All right, so Dustin. Does anyone have anything they want to do this evening before we complete our long rest?
Oh yeah, I got that thing I want to do for about an hour.
Sure. You do your thing.
I'm going to do my best to make the cart more, amenable to sleeping in.
Sure.
What got thrown in the bag of holding from the old cart?
Lots and lots of unspooled rope. Some general materials and whatnot. Anything you're looking for specifically?
Anything that could be used as a tarp, yeah.
Ooh, not specifically, no. Even in your old cart, typically, Bob would just wear like his stage coat.
Do we still have the stagecoat?
Yeah, it's size for a dwarf.
Yeah, Serena's small.
It's kind of
I have my card.
smelly. It smells like Bob.
That's
We'll just say
alright.
it smells like Bob. But it does work.
Too bad I'm not a wizard. I think about a spell book.
Serena will find a dry spot under a tree.
There's no dry tree spots.
Hmm.
Does anyone have a tiny hat yet? No? No tiny hat?
Nope.
No,
I'd say you'd be able to
Mine
make a
does.
makeshift kind of structure to sleep under between like if you go under the cart or find like a hill or something and like you could rig something up. It's not gonna be super comfy, but you could probably rig something up.
Or lean
Mhm.
to.
You make
Yep.
a fort under the under the tent or under the cart.
Mhm.
It's the password.
are you able to drive seats?
I mean, do the seats come out?
No, they're mounted on there. This is not like a cushion seat, it's just a wooden seat. You have
I
like
mean, they
cushions you can put
can,
down.
but they're just gonna get wet again.
That's all right.
Yeah, okay. Does prestidigitation actually dry things?
Or it can. I don't know if it fixes.
Yeah.
I think so. Once the seat's dry, she'll take a seat using her cloak as kind of a blanket to help protect her from said elements. Return to her reverie.
Easy enough to do.
And Lou will just kind of sleep it out in the rain as best he can.
All right. Dustin, you finish your thing and come back?
Yep. If
Alright.
no one had an issue with me leaving for an hour.
If you're wandering off into the forest,
Oh yeah,
she'll bring up. Where are you off to?
gotta do something. I'll be back,
Fag.
Got to see a man
I
about a
guess.
dog.
Okay.
Gotta keep it regular. Alright. You get your hour, come back.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are
You
sleeping
notice,
outside. So the three
Serena's
of you.
kind of sitting there, seemingly vacant stare, just kind of looking off.
Never can get used to that. Always looks creepy. And then I'm gonna kind of just drop into the mud and turn to my side and start dozing off.
Oddly enough, you find sleep rather easily. You don't know why, but you feel kind of comfortable.
Yeah, it's mud.
It's kind of just comforting to you, like an old familiar thing. As you guys wake up following day, well rested, except for two of you. You're not exhausted, but it was not the most comfortable of nights, but you made it through. Dustin, you wake up, but you are not in the mud.
No, don't do this to me again.
You wake up and you are inside the house in what appears to be the master bedroom in pajamas. Your armor set to the side, completely clean.
I am going
And
full.
that's where we'll pause for
Gosh
the
dang
night.
No. You undressed me without my consent, you heathen, you witch.
I never had to undress you.
No.
Ah. That's what you get for writing
Bob
letters, Dustin.
undressed you.
Little do you
So
know.
Serena
Oh,
was
no,
right.
Bob.
He is
Oh,
murdered
no,
Bob.
don't.
Sorry.
Every
What
night
was
when
that?
you go to sleep, you turn into Bob.
No. Don't
Did I
do
hear
Did
my
Serena did like?
Sorry, I thought I heard.
I
Nope.
don't think so.
Okay.
No. What was your question?
Since during reverie, elves are still conscious and aware. Did he just kind of get up and walk in, or did he just kind of vanish and appear in?
You just looked over at one point, he wasn't there anymore.
magic.
Well, she probably wouldn't have looked over it. Well, at the very least, until the 4-hour point.
He was out in the mud. You were in your
So
little
she didn't hear
makeshift
him
structure.
flossing through.
So I don't know if you would have
Okay.
necessarily seen him anyways, because he was guilt tripping it out in the mud.
No, I was thinking potentially heard him sloshing through the mud.
No, because he laid in the mud. You didn't hear any movements. It was just by the time you would have noticed him, he just wasn't there. If you
Okay.
get up in the morning, you're just like, there's no Dustin.
There was not even a mud squelch of me getting up.
There's a
the back
mud
of the
angel
bed.
of where you were, but that's about it. No.
Untampered. Pulled straight up like a crane, like I was lifted by an industrial crane. No footsteps of any kind.
Nope, you just wake up
What
in a
I'm
very clean bed.
hearing
Very clean. And your armor's sitting on like a dresser to the side. All nice and clean
so
looking.
what I'm hearing
With moss.
is Dustin is a werebob.
No, but
Oh.
you just gave me a very interesting term that I'm going to coin.
Dude.
Maybe Dustin is
You're
a
going to turn
werewizard.
into a RuneCraft.
You're gonna make the guy who's been hating on magic this whole time get magic and have to deal with it. You're mean.
My
The
little
full
werewizard.
moon.
I cast magic when it's the full moon. Ah.
Or when I roll 20s on D100s.
You had to write a letter. You had to write a letter.
Yeah, it's made a way bigger impact than I ever thought it would.
Yep. It's funny how sometimes the little things make the biggest changes.
Yep.
Sometimes you
You
say
know,
the right thing.
there is a saying: the pen is muddier than the sword.
And Misfit's not gonna like me saying this because I shared with them the title of like my next letter/speech.
Oh, I know.
I
saw
haven't run it by you yet because
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of waiting to see what will happen because I've kind of made a choice for Dustin when
Ooh.
we get like further in.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had that much motive to go a different direction yet.
Mhm.
So I'll run that by you sometime this week. I just
Yeah.
didn't want to do it during the holidays because I wanted you to focus on like your family and stuff.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, send it to me. I'll take a look. Not a problem.
Sleep well, Deft.
Yeah, see you, Deft.
Bye,
She
buddy.
says she's going to go to bed,
Bye.
which we've heard.
Famous last words. But yeah, no, you totally wake up with like the full-on magic experience. Like you are clean. This room is clean. There's like a cup of coffee sitting next to your bed.
The first thing we're going to do is stress vomit. I hope you know that.
I mean, we'll have to see what happens if you stress vomit.
Yep.
A bucket just magically appears underneath to catch it.
Like a little wet cloth.
I have the
bottle.
Beauty of the Beast mansion house, and I do not want it at all.
Lou's not happy, but
Wait, okay. Wait, is this like Leah's mansion thing?
No, actually, so because you could look it up anyways, and I'm sure Deft will tell you later, the Third Eye is a magical building that the players have seen numerous times before.
Okay.
They'll figure it out eventually, Deft.
Eventually.
Deft probably already figured it out. Technically, I'm trying to think. Techno has seen this building more times than anybody, though.
And
That's your only hint.
thanks for always assuming that it's a trap.
Yeah, I don't think I've encountered this yet.
You have twice.
It's been a while back because I don't remember it.
Sorry. Figure it out eventually.
It's cool though. Really cool.
But yeah. So we'll pause here now. I'm going to go to sleep because
Okay.
I need to take cold medicine.
Yeah.
But good game, all.
Thanks for running. Thanks for
Have a
watching,
good night.
folks. Have a good night.
have a good
Good
night.
night, guys. Thanks for